Hi, we're Joel and Lia.
And today we're talking about weird laws in Texas that we Brits just don't seem to understand.
I mean, there are quite a few of them. I know that in every country and every state, there's weird laws. So this isn't just specific to Texas, but we're going to make our way through a whole load of different places and just chat about the weird laws that are still in practice today.
Okay, so within Texas, are we saying within each part of it, they've got sub-laws in those areas?
That's the thing. It goes locally. So like some of them that we've got here today are like just specific to Austin, where we went last year.
Okay.
Some of them are like El Paso, some are different. So it depends where you're from, but we will say where it's from, hopefully, if the article tells us. Because as usual, we've just done our research, picked the funniest laws, and we're going to deliver them to you in video form. Because who wants to read an article?
I've got a question.
Yeah.
So, you know how over here we'd call like the county Hampshire, and then what would the little towns and villages have their own names?
Yeah.
Of Texas being a state, what are the other ones called? Is it county?
They're called counties within Texas, but
Counties
that's because America's so big, we just don't have the state part.
Yes. We just have counties.
Yeah.
So they've got state, county, street.
Yeah. So my parents' house is in a specific county, which I won't say on camera. But yeah, it's in like blah-de-blah county. They have like Orange County or blah-de-blah county.
Got it. Okay, so county's the smallest, whereas in ours, county's one of the biggest.
One of the biggest,
Got it. I'm on board. Let's go through some of these laws. What's the first one?
So the first one is that it's illegal to carry wire cutters in Austin in your pocket. So if we were in Austin and we'd been to a vintage shop and we bought some, an antique wire cutter or a modern day one, and I had it in my pocket, that's illegal.
I wonder why that could be, that is illegal.
Well, thank you for that question, Leah, because I've got the answer right here.
No, genuinely, that wasn't even planned.
That wasn't planned. But I can tell you why, because it says that apparently there was a law years ago between landowners and those who wanted to keep the lands open and not owned by anyone.
Yeah.
And basically, some of the people would keep their lands closed off with barbed wire.
Yes.
And then you'd get the rebels going around snipping the wire to be like, no, this land isn't owned by anyone. Chop, chop. And so it became illegal to carry wire cutters in your pocket because... Yeah.
Hang on a minute. Landowners were like, yes, this is my land, I own this land. What right does anyone have to say that's not your land? Is that how it happened?
Let me read more closely.
I just wonder.
Well, that's why it became illegal, I think, because it says that some who were in favour of open ranges went around cutting wire. So they had no right to do that because it was private property. But these rebels would carry cutters in their pocket, which is why it was made illegal. But that law still exists today, even though Austin is like a city and it's not land.
That's so funny.
Yeah, we would have gotten told off if we'd carried wire cutters on us.
That's crazy. I mean, these days we just have like boundary lines. Everyone knows like that's your fence, this is our bit, that's your bit. But I love the why behind all of these.
Same. I just find it funny that it still exists today.
I know. Yeah, well, let's not get caught with wire cutters, guys, because we'd be going to prison.
Yeah, and we can't do that. Can you imagine us in prison?
Imagine.
We wouldn't survive.
It's like, what are you in for? Wire cutters.
Wire cutters. Yeah.
WC?
WC.
Wire cutters.
Like a DUI.
Yeah.
WC.
WC Joel and Lia. Okay. Anyway, next one. So the next one is about a place called Clarendon in Texas, where it is illegal to dust any building with a feather duster, which is amazing. If I was good at CGI or green screen, I'd just get us feather dustering.
Yeah, that would be so good. Annoyingly, this one doesn't come with an explanation. It says we're not sure why, and we're curious as to why it specifies a feather duster. So they're saying like maybe a rag is okay, but a feather duster, no.
Maybe it's because their birds are precious in Clarendon, and the feathers from a bird would have made the feather duster.
Yes.
And you can't be robbing the birds up the building.
Yeah, maybe it encouraged the scent of the birds to be on the building, and then it encouraged other bird poo to poo on it.
The building.
Maybe we've solved it.
We've solved it because they were trying to clean the buildings, and then the birds were like, oh, my family, I smell their feathers, so then they shat on the building.
Yeah.
And then That's
Yeah,
it.
but apparently that's
cracked
still
it.
illegal. But imagine us going around Texas with a feather duster, like dusting
Imagine
buildings.
me and you getting off the plane, going to Clarendon and being like, right, boys, arrest me.
So good.
Someone get me in handcuffs,
Come
I'm
on.
feather dusted.
Yeah, that'd be amazing.
That would be funny.
They're very strange laws. Okay, so the
Alright.
next one is about no dumpster eating, which this one sounds, it's not too stupid. Are you going to sneeze?
No, just dumpster
Oh.
eating is like, oh.
Yeah, I couldn't tell if that was a sneezing face or a disgusted face.
That is also my sneezing face. Isn't it?
And it says, did you know you can totally go to jail if you eat out of your neighbour's garbage without their permission? Which sounds kind of obvious, but at the same time it is garbage, so who cares if someone's rummaging through your garbage?
If you eat stuff from your neighbour's bin,
Yeah.
you get done for.
Yeah, but I'm thinking, why would anyone do that?
Oh, there's a lot of dumpster divers out there. I used to watch a YouTube channel
Really?
just of a dumpster diver girl. In fact, I know this has nothing to do with the laws, but one of her uploads that I saw was like, why I'm no longer dumpster diving. And I was like, well, that is the death of your channel then, isn't it, hon?
That's your entire
that's
channel is dumpster diving. But why do people
Yeah.
do that?
Just to see what I can get, really. Everyone loves a freebie. And also, there's a lot of, I guess, poverty. And, you know, people will look for food wherever they can find it.
And that is
So
sad
that's
as well,
sad.
because actually if it was a homeless person who hasn't had any food and they just want to go looking for food, let them do it.
Let them do it.
Let them do. I mean, hopefully they could get proper help and support, like a food bank. I don't know
Yeah.
if they have food banks in America.
I know.
But it's fairly, I think, easy in the UK to get the support if you need it.
Yeah.
Or a homeless shelter. But yeah, let them do it
Let
if
them
they
do
want to
it.
do it.
But what's interesting about this law is that it's like not your neighbour.
Yeah.
You can't do it to your neighbour. Like,
Can't
but
do
if
it to your
they're
neighbour.
2 doors down, you can
Maybe
go
you
into
can.
their dumpster.
So you've always got a way of trying to like find a loophole.
Found a loophole, guy. Okay. The next one is remarkable. It's
can't believe this.
actually amazing, and we have to try it next time we're in
Yeah.
Texas. It doesn't specify where in Texas, but there's in a certain place, perhaps all of Texas, you can bypass a wedding by just announcing that someone is your husband or wife 3 times by standing up and being like this. Joel Wood, you are my husband. Joel Wood, you are my husband. Joel Wood, you are my husband. I don't know if they have to get down and get back up every time. I think
Yeah.
they just stand up once and say it.
Okay, but I love the dramatisation
Thank you.
there.
Also, my legs hurt because of the gym. But yeah, so that's how you can basically announce that you're married legally.
That is insane. If you'd done that exact thing, but in that location, we'd be married now legally.
Imagine being on a first date and being like, I'm really sure about this person.
Yeah.
They can't disagree. Joel Wood, you are my husband.
Yeah, and does it work if the other person's like, no, or are you locked into
They're
it?
like, I'll say it once, I'll say it twice.
I'm going to say it again. The other
That is
person's like,
shocking.
no.
That is shocking.
It is. Well, there's also a proxy law, which both of us were saying we don't really know what proxy means.
I think it means when someone else, when people say, do you want to vote by proxy?
Oh, yeah.
Sorry, I just touched you.
That's
COVID,
okay.
the
It's
COVID
all
police
right.
are coming out.
We're in
blimey.
each other's support bubble.
I know, we are in each
Yeah.
other's support bubble.
Yeah.
I can't cope. Anyway.
But anyway, there's this proxy law that
Yeah.
apparently you don't even have to be in the same place. The bride and groom can get married without even being in the same place at the same time.
Like on Zoom.
Like on Zoom.
Okay.
And they could get married. Or they could just sign the paperwork and say, yeah, we want to get married on this day at this time. But
Yeah.
they don't even have to turn up and they can get married.
Oh,
That is the definition
marriage-
of laziness.
I was like, that is a definition of outsourcing.
Outsourcing. I mean,
I've
yeah,
outsourced
2
my
different ways of
marriage.
looking at it.
It's
But
really
I think
funny.
it's very American to do that because you guys love drive-throughs, drive-through pharmacies. You like making life as easy as possible for yourself, which I don't blame you. But now to take it that far, that weddings you don't even
Yeah.
have to be present for.
You're like, I'm going to get married on the 3rd of August. My wedding's happening by proxy.
Yeah,
I
I'm
won't
not
be
gonna be
there.
there.
She won't be there. It's amazing.
That's so funny.
That is so good.
I mean, I struggle to believe that these laws are real, but apparently the internet says they are, so they are.
Do you want to know something about UK weddings?
Yeah.
So after the ceremony, say you've done it, I'm just going off what I know. Say you've done it in like a Greek church.
Yeah.
You still have to have it registered like at the registry office. You have to sign
Okay.
something. And then for 30 days after that's like in this register, anybody can object. Anyone can have a problem with that and try to.
So it's not just stand up now and if you know of any reason why they can't be married.
For 30 days after you've signed that paper, anyone out there can look at the marriage. You could go through the marriage registry right now and be like, I object to that one, and just ruin someone's day. Isn't that awful?
That's quite fun. I might do that when I'm next bored.
You'll be like, right, who's wedding?
That is funny.
I mean,
but what are the grounds for objection?
I don't know. That's
Or you're already married or something.
I've no idea what the grounds are. I'm sure you have to give a reason.
What if I objected to yours and Atch's wedding one day by saying that, actually, I stood up in Texas 2 years ago and I said, Leah's my wife, Leah's my wife, Leah's my wife. So actually, she's already married. In Texas.
Right.
Next one. Okay, I'll remember that. Okay, so the next one. If you want to walk around barefoot, you will need to get a special $5 permit.
Stop.
It doesn't say where, so I'm guessing it's all of Texas.
Stop. They're constantly looking to make more money.
They are.
The land of the free.
So if I want to, but why would you want to walk around barefoot? Again, maybe this applies to homeless people where I feel like the law are just trying to punish homeless people all the time.
That's really bad.
And maybe they're just charging them $5 to do that. But
they're like, oh, you haven't got shoes? Well, you have to pay $5 to not have shoes.
Yeah, and you're like, I don't have $5.
Also, even if you're someone who wants to walk around barefoot, maybe you're a little bit hippie, in inverted commas. Really, when you think about it, isn't that the most natural thing to do? Like, shoes aren't natural. No. We weren't born with shoes. Look at you today, Joel.
Barefoot.
There you go. Got your Jesus
Get them
feet
on the
out.
internet.
So, like, that's natural. If you wanted to walk through town like that, you should and could.
Yeah, exactly. I've just realised. Did you see what I put on my Instagram story the other day?
Not yet, no.
Men's wiki feet.
Oh, yeah, I saw that.
I had a profile. Someone's, like, taken every story, every still from a video of my feet, so now that's going to be on there.
I know.
Disgusting.
I know about that. It's disgusting.
It's gross.
They've all got page for all of us, and they've rated my feet like 5 out of 10, like not even that great. And that's the worst thing about it. You're like, someone out there's gone to the extent to be like, oh, her second toe is longer than her big toe. Well, she's 5 out of 10 then. Well, I'm sorry, I've got Greek feet.
It's so fun. This is what you have to deal with. If you want to become a YouTuber, don't, because you'll get a foot fetish page made about you. When we don't even show our feet on camera, it just happens occasionally by mistake.
They've screenshotted everything. I saw even on mine, like one time I was trying on like just a thing. I was sort of talking about weight loss. I was like, oh wow, look at these old shorts. And as you pan up and down the mirror, they've screenshotted the moment that the foot's in shot. They've done everything. If you're watching, well done. You've done really well. You've done really well.
Your dedication.
If you want to work for us and like do our editing and stuff, like
we could be making money with this.
Holler, like
selling our foot pics.
Exactly. Anyway.
Okay.
Onwards.
So that's that one.
The next one's very serious. In a place called Port Arthur, it is illegal to fart in an elevator. It's actually referred to as releasing obnoxious odour. Yeah. And it's completely illegal.
I just think obnoxious odour is the best way to phrase this.
Excuse me, you are being arrested for obnoxious odour.
I mean, I would be arrested in Port Arthur because I fart in lifts all the time and on public transport because it's hilarious.
Hands up, arrest him, honestly. He's
literally
just guilty.
Handcuff me. I'm ready to go to jail for it. I'm not embarrassed about it. It's so funny watching people's reaction. And then you join in and go, that's disgusting. So people don't think it's you. And it's just, I love it.
You do it. You go...
Yeah,
and it's your own fart.
Yeah, mainly on the tube. Like, to be fair, I haven't done it in an elevator because I think that is a bit too far. But on the tube, when everyone's packed in, I'm not going to hold it in. I'm going to get a stomachache.
Ooh,
so I let it out as long as it's silent, and then it starts to smell. I see people's faces start to like, or gag or something, and I join in, and I'm like, and then I almost look at someone as if to blame them, like, it must be them. It's just so good.
I can't believe you're that guy.
Yeah.
Also, it never occurred to me that the person who's done it could be the person joining in with the...
Yeah.
I make eye contact with other people going, oh, who's done that?
Yeah.
And, like, it's never occurred to me the people that are entertaining my eyes...
Yeah.
Could be guilty.
Yeah, we're secret agents.
So next time I see a secret
Undercover
agent, I'm going to be like...
It was... It's so good.
That is gold.
But I love that that's illegal in Port Arthur for obnoxious odour. Hilarious.
Oh gosh, I'd love to see someone get arrested in Port Arthur for obnoxious odour.
We're going to go there for our next trip.
So funny. Sorry. Imagine a YouTube upload. I got arrested for farting.
For farting in an elevator. I'm sorry.
Right.
I couldn't hold it in. That was brilliant. That was so much fun.
I love the weird laws. Let's make this a series.
We will. We'll make this a series. If you want us to do weird laws where you guys are from, then let us know. Comment some of them down below if you know any off the top of your head. It'll just be fun to read.
Yeah.
So, let us know what you thought about these, because they're hilarious.
If you've got a really good state or place, just drop us an email or a DM and we will do it in our next video because this is exciting and funny.
Yeah.
So thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel if you're new here.
Yeah, we post videos every single week, twice weekly. And we have 2 other channels as well, the Lia Hatzakis channel and
Joel
the
Wood
Joel Wood
channel.
channel. So
go check those out. And we'll see you guys in the next one.
See you soon.
Bye.
Bye.